The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA. Hi, ho, anywhere we go on Bangin Sangas we depend. What? I got a little bit of a man crush. That guy was fantastic. I could imagine him being like, when you listen to a podcast and it's like the inspirational speaker that's just like, how have you got it all so together? He was spectacular.
I was thinking to myself, he sounds like the guy I listen to when I'm trying to go to sleep. Those like little hypnosis
Oh,
videos.
yeah. I don't listen, but I know what you mean.
The sleep meditation.
Yeah.
So he could narrate the whole thing.
You're walking towards a staircase in front of you. It's beautifully ornate.
And there appears...
That's a really good impersonation.
Oh, thank you.
And there appears a massive sandwich.
A massive
sandwich.
Picture in front of you the biggest, most beautiful sandwich you've ever seen. It's glowing.
And then put on top of that...
me.
Mario.
Put on top of that.
Liam, you, not a lot to say in that one because we were just rambling on, but what were your impressions of the old Bangin Sangas Ding Dong?
Bangin Sangas Ding Dong. Well, yeah, we're back with another coffee break just after an amazing pod with Bangin Sangas himself. And I couldn't agree more. I think for someone that's got so many things going for him to have such a soft demeanor and to be so kind, fundamentally overall the fact that his fashion is amazing, he's just a beautiful specimen, and he should be cocky, he should be fun, and the amount of success he's got, so kind, so sweet, and down to banter, down to talk, and just be like, I love the small things in life, and his family stories and everything. It was a beautiful thing. Yeah.
You know what I've felt about him? He's what your parents' friends would say, well, he's such a nice boy. Because he was even like, it's got to be after work. I mean, most of the guests that we come, they're getting paid by their boss to come on this podcast.
Yes.
I mean, someone's paying the check, right?
Yeah.
He was a good lad. He's not doing it on company time.
No, he's doing it on his time.
And I liked him.
He's not letting anyone down. He said himself, he's a people pleaser, but his plate is full, and he just makes sure that he's there for everyone else.
You know what we missed that we need to get on the next pod is he was talking about. I asked him what's the biggest backlash, and he said he had that hate piece written about him or posted about him that went millions of views, hate comments, all that. But he said at the start of it, I believe he said, I got 2. And he told that one, but I don't know if we ever got the second one.
I don't think we did.
We'll have to get him back on to find that out, because one question I kind of had in the chamber that never came out was just dealing with how do you feel when you go to these places and you slam them? Do you feel like a guilt? And I think it's also something that grows as you get bigger and have a bigger following. Like when you got a couple thousand people, you're like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to a place and saying I don't like it. But once you start getting that influence, like Keith Lee, who does the food reviews, and he purposely doesn't want to post ones where he's absolutely slamming someone because he knows the power of his platform. So it's maybe that's another one to talk about later on the pod. Because I know I definitely, I've gone on here and slammed Italian coffee as a whole and this and that. But local places, businesses, I always feel a bit funny. If I don't like something, I'll generally just try to be, pretty straightforward with it. Like you were talking about Capitano, and I was like, oh, it's a great vibe and there's things I like there. It's like the pizza isn't to my taste, but it's not because it's bad. It's just, that's not my style.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, and I think we spoke about it a few weeks ago, right? It can be borderline defamatory sometimes. You've got to be careful sometimes when you're reviewing things, especially if you're an influencer nowadays, because you could get in some trouble for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think there's one thing, exactly what you're saying. When you're critiquing the hole in the wall, like a family run business where versus a franchise, I think throwing a bit of not hate, but quality control against a franchise is just a different cup of tea. There's so much in place for that to put out a certain standard, whereas I feel like there's a bit more of a human element to the family shop. You know,
I've got 2 points to make here. First one is we promised the listeners a Dan Dick clapback before. So Liam, could you please send that to me? And then secondly, Nando's, I didn't know they existed in the UK.
Oh, it's huge in the UK. Like it's massive in the UK. It's like the big spot. He was saying, no, I in the past had been told that like, oh, Nando's is a bit more of a sit down situation-y restaurant kind of thing. Like it's a bit more McDonald's-y here, but he seemed to think it was the same. But yeah, Nando's is huge over there.
You know, I don't mind a bit of peri-peri chicken.
Yeah, absolutely. Peri-peri chicken's great. The peri-nays.
They've even got like the mango chili.
Oh, yeah.
Mango and chili is an underrated combination.
Yeah.
You use a lot in Indian cooking.
I wish they'd have one more hotter because I've gotten to the point where I'm like such a glutton for punishment that like the extra hot Nando's sauce still doesn't quite tickle that button, you know?
All right. So Liam.
So yeah, we've got that sizzle. Dan Dick, he heard his prank. We prank called him the other week. He got a bit upset. Took it like a champ, but you know, clearly a little bit offended there. And so we better give him his response. You know, we're not a podcast where we're going to silence the people. We'll let him have his say here on the pod.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, g'day lads, it's Dicky here. Just wanted to, phone in and let you know, I'll cop my fair whack. You got me good. And I do appreciate you recognises my composure and my poise in the situation. And it's something I've developed over my career in business. And I think the absolute benefit of being able to do so, especially when receiving bad news, is it gives you an opportunity to take that information away and reflect to deliver the perfect response. And in this case, listen, I think this sort of cheap gimmicks is really consistent with your behaviours as podcasters, and you've clearly gotten far too far ahead of yourselves, guys. I mean, let's be honest here. Kirk the barista is just living in Dan TikTok's shadows at this point. And Ro, how's the shred diaring going, mate? There, or did you leave that under a pile of pizza crusts in your latest trip to Italy? But no, lads, in all seriousness, so I love you, and I think I lead the league in name drops when it comes to repetition on the old podcast series. So I clearly live rent-free in your subconsciousness, and it's a matter of pride for me. But as always, lads, love your work and can't wait to be back on again soon.
Gotta pay that.
Dan the Dick.
I have to pay that.
How's this coming in strong with it? It's Dicky here.
yeah.
Look, I thought he burned me good. And then he said that thing about pizza in Italy. I was like, the shred.
Hits me on the shred. And
that was like a boom, boom.
Did you lose your shred diaries under a pile of pizza crusts in Italy's? You piece of...
The drive-by.
The drive-by. Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
Who won?
Good on him.
Dan or us?
I reckon we could have won, but I'm going to say that my guilt and friendship stopped us from winning because you were on the phone hitting him, and when he hit you with that, look, I got to be honest with you, I'm a bit disappointed in you, and I thought you'd have my back here. I'm signaling you. I'm like, cut it. I was like, the guilt was hitting me. I'm like, I can't go anymore. If you had kept going, that could have gotten a lot worse.
Well, I was going to, but you and Damo were just like...
I was, the guilt just riddled. I was cringing.
Mind you had been doing that for a little while before I actually stopped.
I think the first one was more so like, I was just shaking my hands out of like, I'm so feeling so nervous and like guilty. Then I was like, no, that's enough. But I reckon he was about to get set off.
We've got to get him again.
I didn't want to... We'll have to be so clever with it. I mean, he's listening to us now, planning it. He'll be listening to the
now
pod.
We have to do it on the next pod.
Yeah.
Because that'll be in the release schedule. So,
yeah.
So,
I mean, would have to get like a fake reporter. Maybe we can get someone off like Fiverr to play like a fake reporter. Like call in or something.
What if we I've got some ideas. I don't know if it's too far.
Okay, we'll talk off the pod and get that, but we'd have to get it in there quickly because I think he won with the double drive-by shooting there.
I also think he won
good.
in the immediate response was quite collected. It wasn't, he didn't lose his cool.
He had time to sit back and write it, and get his thoughts
No, I mean
together.
in the moment.
Oh,
I think he kind of won in that instance,
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. He, even though it was quite collected, I reckon we were like 2 more pushes away from the Dan Dick button being broken.
Yeah. And look, once Pandora's box opens...
Once you open that box of dicks, there's no stopping it.
The Ginger Whinger.
The
returned
Ginger Whinger.
again.
I mean, throwback to Dan's impersonation of the rabid dog.
Oh, yeah.
You know, famous.
Who could ever forget?
Who could
ever forget?
Liam, put that here.
Back to Ross. One thing I learned during the podcast that I didn't know when I was sort of profiling him was that he was a pastry chef.
Yeah, pastry chef.
Or baker, whatever you say.
Baker as well. Yeah, I think he did a few of those things. So that was, I mean, that always gives you that little bit more of credibility under the hood when you've got those things in the background going. But I'm excited for him I kind of want to be like, bankroll him and just be like, mate, cut the job, commit, hit this. Where are we going? What's the next year? You want the deli, you want this, like, you could have all those things off the ground in a year. And you could also do it like my mate, Stefan, we've talked about it before, Stefanino Panino, now has a very popular sandwich shop in Collingwood Yards that pops off. But he started because he found a spot that was about to get knocked down, cost nothing in rent. He spent couple $1,000 getting a deli fridge and just kind of like, I helped him tear up the space and just repaint it. Barely cost him anything to set up, nothing in rent, and he just got to test it out. He just did 6 months of starting Stefanino's Paninos, popped off, then he could do a full fit out, beautiful space from the money that he made over the time of doing the pop-up. Bangin Sangas could easily do something like that as well.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
But could he arguably be more successful not opening a shop? Like, because if you open a shop, you're a big target. You know what I mean? And, he's a media personality. So, I don't know. I'm just...
It could. I mean, I feel like he's someone that would care about the craft and the actual sandwich and like those sides. He has the background to make it great. I think it could be really good.
Yeah, I agree. Nando's is happy. He's like got all these collaborations going. He's,
I was a bit bummed that I didn't ask him about cinnamon scrolls because he's on a bit of a cinnamon scroll tear online. I'm a sucker for a good cinnamon scroll.
Yeah, my partner loves them. I don't mind a bite, but I'm not crazy into them.
AP's obsessed with them.
Are you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't. There's something with the texture for me.
It's squishy, whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Oh man,
are you cookie dough fans? Like eating gritty.
No.
Just cook it. Like, God.
I just sweets for me.
I'm the opposite. I'm a savory boy. I'm definitely on that side. Any time where it's like, if it's like picking chocolates or whatever, cookies, I'd always prefer something savory.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Cookie dough, can't do it.
What did you think? Did you rate the Brunetti's cake?
I actually did rate the Brunetti's cake.
Pretty good.
They're pretty good. Like, it's got this hazelnut flavor or something to it. Kind of tastes like Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah. I would, I don't know about the experience of being the Brunetti's, but in terms of cakes, hard to go past. Just picking up pre-made cake, ready to go, is good. I mean, it's not cheap though, but it's good.
I feel like I might go get a cake and like an Italian style espresso. Get in touch with my roots,
Oh yeah, really touch base with the family heritage.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna order this bloody thing.
The test.
23.
Do you know what's amazing? So I just got a message, and I'm very excited to see it. For Sonam's birthday, I got him a cameo from the No Fizzy Drink for Me Today guy. Did you know him?
So
Sonam
good.
loves him.
So good.
He's just, I'm not sure, is he an Indian dude? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He basically just talks about how he's trying to lose weight, and so there's no fizzy drink for him today. And it's these like inspirational quotes to help people get along. So I've got Sonam a birthday message from him talking about no more fizzy drinks for that. So I'm very excited to check that out.
The cameo is such a fantastic gift for someone.
Oh, yeah.
I think, who was it? Yeah, from dude I work with. He got his mum a cameo from the husband in Kath and Kim.
Mm-hmm. Russell Coit.
Yeah, but like fully.
Oh wait, no. That's his. That's his name in. No, that's his name in All Those Adventures.
Mm. Yeah. Whatever the. Yeah. Anyway, but in full character and like,
Glenn Robbins.
Yes. Yeah. And then, he's in full character and delivers like a happy birthday message. And yeah.
Is awesome. It really him? He's quite prolific. He's on Cameo doing that?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, actually, did you ever watch, is it The In-Betweeners? Is that like the British boys, those young guys on the show?
Yeah.
I think that guy, it's like there's stories about him, about how he became a millionaire, and it's because he just went on Cameo. And he's like, I just wanted it to make it an amount that is like affordable to guys, like getting a pint at the pub. So I made mine like 20 quid and anyone would feel comfortable. And he's made like 100,000 cameos for like 20 quid each and just made like so much money.
That's awesome.
Like doing all these cameos.
That's like industrial scale cameos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the LD of cameos. Just like pump it out to as many people as possible for a low price.
Like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, we're in the midst of planning our end of year podcast bonanza.
Yeah.
Make it a bit of a night. We're looking into venues. Again, if you're a venue or a company that wants to help us out, wants to supply anything, please reach in. Let us know at hello@itsjustcoffeepod.com. I think this will be a lot of fun. We'll get a bunch of people coming through there. We'll just have to find out where, when, how. But it's coming at you. I reckon week 2 of December once Liam's back from his little trip overseas.
I'm running away. Kirk. I'll be back though. Don't worry. Don't be so sad.
Damn.
Don't worry.
Kirk's checked out. We're 4 podcasts deep today. It's the end of the day. It's 7:30. He's hungry. He wants some spice mix.
Well, I can't get it, unfortunately. But I'm usually in bed by 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
8:30 sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm a niner. I'm a niner kind of guy.
2 a.m.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Don't know how you do that. But all right, well, let's wrap it up then.
That brings
What's the
us to
email
end
again?
Of, hello@itsjustcoffeepod.com, and we're It's Just Coffee Pod on all the socials. So check us out there. Write in your hot takes, all of that. We'd love to hear from you.
And we'll see what we have next in the Dan Dick Chronicles.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my cup, and there's no more coffee. So I guess that's end of the coffee break.